What's going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today, when I talk to you about SoFi, I want to give you a quick overview of some of the current data points, break it down on what is really moving it, and go over everything else you need to know. But first, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So starting off, SoFi is having a pretty kick-ass day, up 5.24%, 838 the high, 790 the low, and 33.8 million shares being traded, 40.7 is the average. You are seeing a uptick in institutions actually buy SoFi. So based on the bid, the ask, and the selling price, everything that does show as a ask is a buy. So kind of a nice change of events from what's been happening with SoFi. No actual news today, no SEC filing, so it is kind of just piggybacking off the broader market, and the market has been rather volatile today because of this. So you had two data points coming out, non-farm payroll 254 versus the forecast of 147. Absolutely amazing stuff. And even better, unemployment came in lower than the forecast. So two very good data points. And as a byproduct of that, good data points kind of killed the likelihood of a 50 basis point cut for the November. So that went poof. So in my opinion, that's kind of what caused a lot of volatility today. Even though good data is generally good, it killed again the likelihood of that. So the market was kind of pricing out the remaining likelihood of that 50 basis point cut. So this is why you had a lot of manipulation right here, and it just kind of getting suppressed. But at the same time, I did check SoFi roughly around here, and at that time shorts were increasing 1.5 million shares because of course, today is Friday, strike price options, a lot of open interest at that $8 strike price. Shorts have a financial interest as well as market makers to try to suppress it, once again, below $8. But with a lot of those entities buying, like I said, it really propelled and kind of caught shorts off guard. And then the market started to realize, well, you know what, even if we don't have a 50 basis point cut, if we just have that 25, which right now it kind of looks like we will, it's still good for growth stocks and the broader market. So this is what really propelled a lot of growth stocks higher, and at the same time, SoFi. And so shorts kind of did admit defeat. So like I said, roughly around here, shorts were increasing 1.5. Right now, shorts are returning around 700,000 shares. So a change net, because this is all net, right? They're trading back and forth, so it's obviously more than that, but returned around 2.2 million shares. 17.49% of the free float is being shorted, works it to be 182.91 million shares. There is that broker kind of popping up strategically on a Friday, of course, that is trying to drum up business because the cost to borrow minimum is negative. There must be more than one broker because the average has dropped significantly to 0.08. So there is multiple different brokers really trying to incentivize buying with SoFi because a lot of those market makers have competition or just don't want SoFi in the picture whatsoever. So you kind of see some manipulation, but like I said, shorts are somewhat admitting defeat. Actually, they just increased another 50,000 shares, so now 646. But still, you guys get the idea. So I think in general, shorts were the culprit in this going up. So them just kind of admitting defeat. At the same time, looking at options, 8.36 million in calls, 1.66 million in puts. 48% of all the options being done today are optimistic and bullish. But looking at the open interest right now, you have around 35,000 at that 8, 19,000 at 850, and 15,000 at that 9. So in my opinion, what's really driving it higher as well is market makers already kind of covering a lot of this, just in anticipation of it kind of closing above 8. So yeah, honestly, I think market makers and shorts just gave up and said, you know what, we're not going to try to suppress it. We still have around 2 hours and a bit left in the trading day, so we'll wait and see. But yeah, I think it's kind of too far gone for SoFi to close below $8. So yeah, honestly, very interesting day. So win is a win, and based on this, so with it right now at 826, it is trading right above this R2, and in general, it actually bounced off of this pivot point right here of $7.89. So that was kind of the low for today of $7.90. So it bounced off of that, blew past the R1, blew past right now the R2, kind of flirting with that. And so yeah, right now it's trading between the R2 and R3. So 844 will be the next strong resistance / target. So far that wasn't tested today. and then $8.23. Just watch for it to kind of close above, but even if it does kind of pull back within this range, still I think today was a pretty big win. No actual news, like I said, no analyst ratings, nothing like that. There was a pretty good article that did come out, kind of goes over in general SoFi's price prediction estimates all the way up to 2030. Very, very conservative if you ask me. So it does show by 2030, $17.56. By 2025, $9.33. So yeah, again, goes over explanations and a lot of stuff right here. So yeah, pretty good stuff, but still I think that's very low in my opinion as far as price point. But on the actual chart itself, today is just kind of staying in the higher percentile. Stochastic, you do see a nice bullish deviation, and because of all this consolidation, it definitely kind of reset the technicals. So like I've stated, as long as it continued to have higher highs and higher lows, which it did, it's still going to essentially move up. So pretty kick-ass stuff. And looking on the actual momentum shows number of retail investors are getting in today. So let me know your thoughts on SoFi. Did you guys buy today? Did you guys sell? What did you guys do? Regrettably, I did have some meetings for work, so I'm kind of screwed. I did sell some $8 calls, so unfortunately some of my position is going to go bye-bye. It's going to be exercised, so not the best, but whatever. At this stage, if it does dip, I'll just buy it back. It's not that big of a deal in general. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on SoFi. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And what is your thoughts, for instance, on the data that did come out? Do you think that now this is a signal that we are in a bottom? And kind of like I mentioned in my video, I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, this last piece of news from SoFi is also kind of another signal that it is the bottom. So yeah, pretty interesting day. Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And with all of that, appreciate all of you guys watching.